One of our main purposes here is to figure out how artists from Louisiana can access the wider market of music festivals around the world. Cynthia, maybe it would be good to start with you, since you speak from the artist and artist representation perspective. How do you view the festival market around the world in terms of its accessibility and its openness to Louisiana artists?
That's a very big question.
That's all right. We've got all day.
And I represent a well-established artist. He's been touring and recording internationally for 26 years. As a 20-some-year-old, he was on stage with Sarah Vaughan and Fats Domino at the Bern Jazz Festival. And, there is no real stock formula. Some of the international festivals and promoters are more accessible than others, like just in general, as a rule of business. We do not have a European agent, so I think we're at maybe even more of a disadvantage. However, we connected with these guys pretty easily because I think they sought us out. And those festivals that want your artists, they will find you as any promoter would, whether it's, a national festival or an international festival. But for some reason we're touring more internationally. There's, it's sometimes feast or famine. We'll go years and not do many international festivals. And then all of a sudden, there's renewed interest. And so it does take, for us, a lot more work to connect and cultivate international festival opportunities. The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation actually is very mindful of this challenge for Louisiana artists, and they assisted us several years ago in some travel funds for a festival we were doing in Germany. So our state it was a small grant, an easy grant application, and it was a generous amount, but in the big pictures of grants, it was really helped us out a great deal. Mid-Atlantic Arts out of the Baltimore area also offers an international touring grant. There's we belong to the Association of Presenting Arts Presenters in New York, and they've recently also added like a $2,000 international travel grant. So it does help, because oftentimes as a new artist or an emerging artist, one does have to make some financial concessions to tour internationally. I mean, we work with a variety of U.S. booking agencies, International Music Network out of the Boston area, and they represent people like Bela Fleck, and Bela Fleck, often finds it frustrating that he can make 3 times the amount in artist fee at a U.S. festival than he can in Europe. So, but we do want to thank again the foundation for helping us, fund our travel and for being mindful of the challenges.